Hello, you've caught me thinking about trophies. Yes, you often catch me thinking about trophies, but today I'm thinking about my Hall of Shame. Not platinums earned in notoriously difficult games. They're clearly impossible. No, I'm talking about those rare moments when a nightmare trophy slips into an easy game. You know the kind, colourful kart racers, short and sweet platformers designed for tired parents, artful games more about difficult themes than difficulty spikes. And yet, despite being all approachable and accessible, they often have that one trophy. Quiet, unassuming, hidden in a list of otherwise harmless challenges like create a character or finish the tutorial. A trophy where the designers suddenly discover their teeth. They ask you to pull off an impossible feat, master an otherwise harmless minigame, or commit days of your life in pursuit of a prize. It's like they just couldn't hand over the platinum trophy without first checking your hardcore gamer credentials. So, here are 7 outrageously difficult trophies in otherwise easy games. Our first entry is a classic, easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master scenario. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled seems the perfect place to introduce trophy hunting to children. It ticks all the boxes: simple controls, explosive power-ups, and eye-catching colours. However, amongst all that, it contains a trophy with higher expectations of me than my own mother.
Honestly, Robert, you could have been Prime Minister if you'd spent less time power sliding and more time power studying.
But it's power sliding you need if you want the Gasmoxian Slug trophy, earned by beating nitrous oxide's ghosts in time trial mode on every single track. Now, there are 31 tracks in Crash Team Racing, and beating Oxide's Ghost means completing each one at least 3 times. Once to unlock Entropy's Ghost, once to beat Entropy's Ghost, and one final time to beat Oxide. Even if you ace them all first time, that's still a minimum of 93 near-perfect races. And I can assure you, you will not do everything perfectly the first time, or most times after that. A considerable chunk of my personality is based on being good at Crash Team Racing, and this trophy, I just can't. I mean, getting a good enough time to unlock the Entropy Ghost, no problem. Beating the Entropy Ghost, very doable. Beating Nitrous Oxide, very tough. Doing that on every track, you must be joking. It's something I struggle with now, let alone when I was the same age as the Peggy rating.
You could have been a lawyer instead. Fewer time trials, more crime trials.
Next up, the Can't Catch Me trophy in Stray and the dangers of not reading between the trophy lines. A classic mistake this. You skim read a game's trophy list and naively think, yeah, I can do this platinum, before committing to a trophy hunt that will remain uncompleted on your profile forever. Stray is a beautiful game, but this trophy made me feel like a mouse trying to wiggle out from under a cat's paws, scrambling desperately with no end in sight. You get it for completing your first chase with the Zerks without any of them ever touching you, which sounds doable, right? Think again. Imagine an army of Jerrys going after one stumbling Tom. It's enough to drive me online looking for trophy guides where I learned there is no instant win strategy. Just repetition and perfecting your dodges, dips, ducks and dives. You know that phrase, like herding cats? Forget the plural, it's difficult enough herding one cat. Come on. Come on, escape the Zerks and you get some dreamies. Dreamies. You want some dreamies? Because if you don't, it's this. Remember Flappy Bird? Yeah, I just about blocked out the memories of spending hours having one last go on the toilet and then resisting the sudden urge to play Flappy Phone out the nearest window. But as that fad passed and we slowly readjusted to normal life, along came Goat Simulator and the Flapmaster trophy. To achieve this, you have to score 10 points in the Flappy Goat minigame. Like the original avian flight simulator, this time waster makes you pilot a winged beast through an aerial obstacle course to try for a high score. Except this time, it's a goat, not a bird. And for some reason, everything looks like that bizarre Nyan Cat video that you Gen Zers won't remember because you're too young. 2014 was a strange time on the internet. Just look at this.
Hello, you've caught me looking at pictures of celebrities.
Anyway, getting the Flapmaster trophy isn't just difficult because it makes you feel old. No, it's because trying to steer a goat with a hitbox the size of your entire television makes those 10 points nigh on impossible. I'm just going to admit defeat, sit back, and enjoy the 2014 glory days. Yeah, I remember that. Katamari Damacy Reroll is a wonderfully simple game. You just roll, grab, grow, repeat. Roll, grab, grow, repeat. If you've ever dropped a piece of buttered toast that's subsequently picked up bits of dirt and grime from the floor, then congratulations, you are playing Katamari Damacy. Nice and easy, yes? Not for the trophy hunter. For the King of Katamari Damacy trophy, you have to roll up every item in the game at least once. A task that would make OG Boulder Boy Sisyphus break into a sweat. You can find entire training regimes for this trophy written up into spreadsheets online. Add it all up and it's 1,434 items you have to collect. Now, to give you a sense of how gargantuan a task that is, I'm going to read them all out to you in alphabetical order. Abalone Diver, Abalone Island, Accident Notice. Yellow Swallowtail, Yellow Tulip, and Sapper Refill. God, that was exhausting. And all I've done is read 3 from the beginning and 3 from the end. If anyone has the patience and mental fortitude to systematically work through every stage, hitting the required bullseyes to tick off each item, then I doff my cap to you. Or I would if cap wasn't item number 357 on the list. Next up, Power Wash Simulator, a game whose sole purpose is to instill a sense of calm. Even the most tightly wound person will loosen up after several hours of meditative hissing and scrubbing. That you can do it without investing hundreds of pounds into pressure washers or leaving the house means it's not just a shortcut to Zen, but practically a speed run. It's not all sun and soapy rainbows though, as the game has a challenge mode sure to spike your adrenaline. Imagine if our other favourite relaxation techniques were to take that kind of violent left turn.
These are the most relaxing video game soundtracks of all time. Here's a chill-out classic from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
The gold standard trophy is almost as bad as that. You need 5 gold medals in challenge mode, which is enough pressure to strip an in-game patio. It either means cleaning as fast as possible, destroying any chance of entering a flow state as you frantically hose at filth, or using as little water as possible, which turns the game into the much less playful hosepipe ban simulator. But hey, at least once it's over, you can find your zen again. Nope. Still going, apparently. The next entry is less about challenging your gaming skill and more about ethical conundrums. Keeping a virtual family alive for 26 generations to earn the Alphabet Legacy Trophy in The Sims 4 isn't tough on paper, just a bit drawn out if you get frustrated by your surrogate family as easily as I do. Breeding those generations the proper way would take weeks, if not months, and it means your Sims can, under no circumstances, succumb to any intrusive thoughts that drastically decrease their life expectancy. That means no joining cults, no indoor barbecues, and absolutely no eating the chef's salad that's been sitting on the counter for a month. Slow and steady is the aim of the Generation game, but if you don't have the patience for this endeavour, then there is another way. Crafty players hurry nature along by adopting children instead of woo-hooing them into existence and force-feeding them birthday cake to artificially age them up. This way, you soon hit the maximum Sims per house, and this is where things get a bit sinister. The quickest way to reduce head count and free up a bed for the next nipper is to send an older Sim to sleep with the fishes in their own swimming pool. And so the cycle begins. Adopt a child. Have a birthday. Mourn the deceased. Adopt a child. Have a birthday. Mourn the deceased. Adopt a child. Have a birthday. Mourn the deceased. There has to be an easier way. Let's end the list with the most difficult trophy from a game where it's impossible to fail. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Whatever you choose to do in the game becomes the game. So can you even technically lose? One look at the trophy collection and the answer is yes, you can technically lose. Some are fairly typical, like Speedrun, which asks you to complete the game's freedom ending in less than 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Others are a bit more left field, like Commitment, which asks you to play for the entire 24-hour duration of a Tuesday. Just have to cancel my lunch with Ben Starr. But the one I'm enshrining on this list is Super Go Outside, which, counterintuitively, asks you not to play for 10 years. So I just put down the controller and come back in 10 years' time. What could possibly go wrong? Hello, you've caught me still waiting for that trophy. As you can see, I haven't aged at all, and nothing around here has changed in the slightest. Isn't that right, Rosie and Dave?
Horror games. Scary.
Crash Bandicoot.
Ding! That's the sound of you getting a trophy for making it through this list of 7 difficult trophies in very easy games. For all you trophy hunters out there, earn a bronze for liking this video, a silver for commenting about the hardest trophy you've earned in an easy game, and a gold for subscribing and clicking the notification bell. No platinum, unfortunately, but you will get updates on all of our future videos. I'll see you next Friday at 4 PM. Bye for now.
PlayStation